Well, it's the talk of the town. That winter storm potential as we head towards the weekend. We are going to continue to see those chances start to increase as we get closer. Now, some things have continued to change as we've moved closer to the weekend, so we'll break that down in what we can get into. So, where are we at right now? We are about 2 to 3 days out, meaning we're nailing down that forecast. I have some increased confidence in some general timing, those regional impacts, and also I can give you some broad precipitation ranges in the valley and throughout the region. Breaking down what those winter weather alerts are, right now we're under that winter storm watch. So we are looking for potential heavy snow or an ice storm. For us, it'll be some heavier snow within about the next few days. The National Weather Service typically issues this when they have higher confidence of 6 inches or more of snow and or a quarter inch of ice. Again, we are going to see that on the snow end. Now, what we're going to see is if they're going to drop that back down to an advisory or bring that back up to a warning, which is usually going to be issued, usually within a few days, within a day or so of that storm approaching. So let's move on. We have that winter weather watch in effect, or winter storm watch rather, in effect for the entire region, but only that across the country. Take a look. It spans over 2,000 miles now, all the way from Arizona to parts of the Northeast. So that is going to span quite a bit. Now, we do have that winter storm watch in effect here in the valley in all of our area counties. That starts Saturday night and goes until Monday afternoon. Now, as we look here across the area, we are going to continue to have those two models. Let's focus on track one that I'm keeping an eye on. This would actually have the track move further south. We talked about this yesterday in my first update. This would bring us lesser snow chances. Still going to see a lot of snow, though, over the coming days. Now, focusing on starting at Sunday morning. So we would not see a lot of snow until early Sunday morning. And then we'd see more snow moving on in as we head into a Sunday afternoon. But this would be an all-day event. So we would continue to see light to moderate snow through the day. This would continue to move through the area through Monday morning. So we would continue to see ongoing snow for quite a bit of time. So this would continue to add to our snow totals gradually over time. So looking ahead, that was with what we would call the GFS model. So looking at what those snow totals would accumulate up to, we can see some heavier snow mainly staying out towards PA and over into parts of West Virginia and into Maryland. So we are going to see that heaviest snow mainly staying south and to the east, where we see more sitting in that 4 to 8 inch range for the valley, and then the heaviest snow pushing more towards the south. But let's look at the second track. This is going to be then pushing further north. So this northern track is going to actually develop pretty quickly on Friday and into Saturday. And we're actually going to see snow move on in earlier into early Sunday morning. So we'd start to see this track actually earlier into the day on actually probably Saturday night and into early Sunday morning. This would then bring us heavy snow pretty quickly into the day and even bring us our heavier snow totals. So you can see that depicted with the darker blues. This would actually move then pretty quickly out of the area. We'd still see snow though, still accumulating at the same time, still around Monday early morning, but we'd see heavier snow and also the development of that snow earlier into Saturday night and early Sunday morning rather than seeing that snow development later into the day on Sunday. And looking ahead, that was with the European model. So as we see that we are going to see that snow moving in pretty quickly on Sunday, and that brings in a little bit more snow, and that puts us then pushing us into that 8 to 12 inch range for parts of the valley. So definitely seeing more of that shift of that higher snow chance with that model, and that's because of that more direct hit versus getting that just clip. We still are likely to see a lot of snow, but we're still in that very broad range as we are still several days out. Within the next 24 to 48 hours, we'll get better ranges of what that snow total will look like. By Saturday night, though, it looks like those winter weather impacts will be mainly sitting south. So we'll have some minor impacts Saturday night into Sunday morning. So that's going to be something to keep in mind. If you do need to do any sort of traveling, we will have very limited impacts here in the valley, though. So what we know that likely Saturday night into Sunday is where this timing is starting to lie. I do think that we are going to see a faster track into that as we go into the day. Now, confidence is increasing for snow accumulations 6 inches or more. We do have that winter storm watch in effect with multiple hazards possible. What could change are those snowfall totals. So we saw that southern track has less snow, while that northern track has more snow. And that timing and the overall impacts could change, but I'll keep you, of course, updated on air and online over on WKBN.com.